Hello and welcome to part 27 of our Mechanicus hard campaign playthrough. We're clearing out the backlog of the slightly easier missions. They're still classed as hard, but we should probably do some of these that have been sat here for a disproportionate amount of time. Just having a look through. This is one of the newer ones, Upon the Threshold. I'm not fussed about the cog, Ocutaris, whatever. And then there's a new one, Rending the Veil. Destroy enough flayed ones for Scaevola to be satisfied. Okay, just endless waves. And then Mechadendrites, which are nice, and Spotlights that I don't use, so we'll save that for later. These two as well, extra slot and the big arc rifle, which I may experiment with. If I can get enough crit chance on Leonardus, then that becomes better than... Well, it's 6 and 2 3s. It does more max damage than the laser beam, but of course it doesn't pass through multiple targets. It does have a bit of a cone attack though, but the cone is worse. And then this one, which we're not even going to look at, it's so high level. And this is an old one, we should probably do that quickly when we have a chance. The same with Carrion Crew. I think we'll do this one because there's a bunch of our tech priests who utilise those kind of axes, and it would just be a free upgrade I can slot in, given how long it's been sat there for. The boss we leave, and then you two, after I do those two, I should probably now just have a quick run through of these. They can't be, they're easies that I've been ignoring for quite a while. But first I want to do Carrion Crew. Oh yes, we also get our Castellan robots. 5 CP to deploy. Okay, that's reinforcement fodder if I've ever seen it. They're still cheap, so even if they're injured, I don't know. From a Blackstone standpoint, losing 22 honestly doesn't matter. It's near enough the equivalent of 2 HP on a tech priest. Yeah, I think we're fine. And then all our damage upgrades still. Tumuvu Barjo presents an opportunity for resource acquisition. Will not be pleasant. Pleasantness or otherwise is not an issue for a Magos of Mars. What is this opportunity? Settlers of St. Eckhart's Hope breached the tomb. Flayed ones used their corpses as raw materials. Those settlers possessed archaeotech and augmentations now lost to Imperial science. And you suggest recovering those materials for our use. I comprehend the disgust such a proposal would have for less augmented personnel. Augmentations on forgotten tech are extremely valuable to Medicaid facilities. If the opportunity arises, Quartermaster, I shall see if these resources can be returned to Imperial use. So there's some overlap between Scaevola and Roe, kind of Tech Inquisitor and Quartermaster. My scouts have postulated a deposit of bodies at a location well within the tomb. It would explain how the flayed ones got their biological material before any Skitarii were lost inside. Preservation of corpses is remarkable. The sealed environment in the tomb probably helped mummify the dead from St. Eckhart's Hope. Maybe some Necron technology too. Whatever it is, it stopped when we breached the tomb because the place stinks of decay. Then time to recover is limited. Decomposition and Necron use will soon render them beyond our grasp. Carrion Crew. So it's curious that you can still delve into the tomb of Ubarjo when we've already killed its lord. But in terms of what we need to do, we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess I can do all of that and then get to there and then come back and do that one. And we'll see where the awakening level is. But get straight to a fight. A bit of a shame. You usually like to run through a couple of these. You have a good odds at getting CP rather than going in completely naked such as we are. Kill everything. No problem. There's a Praetorian jumping around. Okay. Praetorian, Immortal, Destroyer. Flayed ones. Still lots of flayed ones because it's Ubarjo, but they're basically free kills. There's a big terminal over there, so I can get this to 0% if I one-shot it. The Destroyer will go and doesn't really present much of a threat, and then the Immortal goes. If they both shoot one target, they may kill us, so let's make sure it's something tough. Oriochus goes first, so I'll let him shoot Oriochus. 18 with 2 energy armor means they'd have to do incredible damage to kill you. Then Leonardus. Hey, there you go. 3 and 3. That's the benefit of taking his shield off. So I'll definitely put you in front. I've changed my mind. You two just stand in the centre and just take hits. I can't even... Oh, Menarius goes first. Just tuck yourself into a corner. I'll have you go last. Then it'll be Jeremiah, who can run around and probably get a load of kills on the side for me. And then Tauf, who just sort of brings up the rear. No angle. We'll reserve this one. Okay, Oriokus. So with no CP, it's a bit of a pain in the neck to actually use his abilities, so it may be clever to reserve him as well until my CP generators go, that being Jeremiah and Tauf. That would allow this Praetorian to jump towards us, which is unfortunate, but I think it's worth it to try and actually, you know, use some abilities. Oh, it's that one. Fine, same principle. Where are you going? I thought they always did melee. Oh, you want to shoot at me? Fine. Leonard, same deal, honestly. You can't do much without a whole load of CP to spare, so I'll just reserve. Now, Jeremiah, now I can do some work. So I'll have you run forward and probably laid a whole bunch of damage into this. I wish there was a way to control initiative order. Otherwise, I'd put Jeremiah at the front every single time. It's silly that I have to just gamble and hope I get lucky. Select our CP. Alright. You are what? Why aren't his stats revealed? There you go. It's energy armor. Good to know. Let's reveal yours as well. You're physical. But I think I can probably just do enough damage to kill you both anyway. And everyone else can kill these. You're 6. You're pretty easy to handle. I'm here. Okay, now I want to shoot that. And try, if I'm lucky, maybe I can hit... How long range is the gun? Excellent, it can hit all 3 of them. Good. So I can kill all of those, and then... I'll kill these 3 with 1 shot, and then I'll move over here and shoot that way. And I'm hopeful I can do enough to bring him down in 1 turn. We're now the attention of all the flayed ones, of course, but that's not much of an issue. Get to here, and then again. Okay, so that's that one already dealt with. Given I have the CP to spell, well, that'll take me 1. I could stand there and hit him. I intend to fill the gauge regardless after this, so I may as well just walk forward. Oh, wow, even with his armor, I got through him as well. Impressive. Okay, well, that's that entire side solved. Yeah, just stand here. I really like that build. And then CP or... Well, CP's irrelevant. We're full, so let's scan something. That Praetorian's yet to act, so I think I may as well... Well, no, Menarius will be here to touch him. So I can look at what he's got and then handle everyone else. But let's scan him first. I can just have someone touch that. Energy armor, good to know. Blade ones that don't matter. You're coming to me. Okay. Kind of annoying. I'd hope everyone was bunched in one side of the map, but we'll make do. And the flayed one shuffle happens. Wait. Oh, I didn't... Oh, I actually failed to destroy the terminal. I didn't realise I had a point of HP left. I still think that was the good way of doing it. Talth's turn. Again, you generate CP, but I don't need any, so I guess I can use all of your actions. Can't remember what his armor type was, because I only scanned him. I think I reveal on... Can't remember. Reveal when set, so I can just run Talth down here and possibly have you kill all of these. 7. That's 1 shot with one of your guns. You're a mixture of armor. 2 and 1, so you're largely resistant to physical, which is a shame. Well, surely I can use the Castellan robot to flamethrower this and solve the problem for me. What I could do instead then is run up here and use you to kill these. So that Oriokus can deal with that, and then Leonardus can possibly deal with this. Menarius can take care of the little terminal for me. Yeah, because these are all bunched, so I can AoE them effectively. Let's get away from them and have you come this way instead. I'm actually better off leaving these in play, so that at the end of the turn I get the CP if I need to fill the gauge. Rush over. Use these. 6 to 8 may or may not be enough to down a flayed one. Yeah, we got unlucky there. The axe will definitely be enough, so I can do this. He would have had 1 HP left, I'm almost certain. There's not really... I've used all my attacks, so I can't really do anything else. So we'll just fill the gauge. Menarius, so the only thing you need to do is heal that, and then we'll take some CP from that console. Shall I... I mean, I might as well kill 1 or 2 of these as I run by. No, let's chip damage this, it's more threatening. Yeah, 3 HP left. Well, bizarrely, I'm actually going to use his best gun into this then. Armoured terminal. Okay, and then just walk forward and claw you. Full heal. You, of course, I know have armor that we are effective against with physical attacks. So let's... I could use the Sanctus canister and then... Yeah, why not? I could use it on myself to do... It only adds 10 crit damage chance. It's not amazing. Onto who, do you think? Probably... I can't tell which one Leonardus is. That one. No, that one. Trying to tell by gun scale. And then I may as well do this now. That's good enough. Step away just in case I want someone to AoE this and I don't want to damage myself. Okay, Oriokus and Leonard. So one of you needs to kill this and one of you needs to kill that. Well, you can... I want to reinforce and use the fancy new toy here. Let's see what it can do. That one. Castellan robot. Down. Okay, we'll make you 3 damage, 100% crit chance. Need to be careful with how much stuff I use here because I need to get my CP back. I guess I could go extract it, but he takes hits. So after I extract, I should then kill that with an axe attack to make sure it can't hit me. I'll get 4 back, which is sort of full, I guess, and then you can flamethrower and kill everything. At 17, maybe not. I'll be better off shooting into him. Yeah, I'll do it that way. Okay, let's cognitive freedom. 6 to 8 is pretty good, but I can guarantee it if I do this. 8 to 10 is now definitely enough to take out one of those. It will unfortunately hurt him, which is very stupid of me. Oh, that's perfect. I can hit that and not hit my good old robot. Now I feel safe. That's a one-hit kill. Now we walk forward. Borrow some CP. I'm not going to use the next canister because it's already 100% crit chance. And I'm trying to conserve some CP here. Get rid of that one. Step out the way. That's probably far enough. You can just use the flamethrower without hitting me. Let's even do this. There you go, there's an extra damage for you. Don't need to do anything else. Leonardus can kill that. Okay, here we go. So, options. You can increase your armor. Crushing blow. Single target attack. Triggers opportunity attack. What, if I use it or that's a big flamethrower? That's pretty good. So it will do 7 to 12 and it will be 12 because it's 100% crit chance. Pretty good. Whoosh. In terms of hitting things with AoE, I think that's better than the Cataphron Battle Servitor. You got to position accordingly, but you can usually hit more things. And then that's you done. And do me a favour and come over here and let's kill this in the most efficient way possible. How much CP is there on the field? Probably 1, maybe 2. So as long as I do this using only 2, I'm fine. And yeah, I can just do this. So 2, 13 to 15, and it's instant dead. Boom. All full, 0. Blackstone acquired. A long dead corpse, desiccated and drawn, lies in the corner of this chamber. From the tatters of clothing and the age of the corpse, it looks like one of the settlers from St. Eckhart's Hope. Perhaps this isolated body contains some of the valuable tech Roe was seeking, or valuable information. 51 Blackstone, curious, examine the corpse. Compassionate, pray for the soul of the long dead settler. Callous, pull the body apart to search for the cause of death. There is no compassion in the 40th millennia, so not that one. Callous is a bit alarming, so maybe we'll just be curious and examine it. Fine. The body has been dead for so long it is impossible to be certain of the cause of death. There's no visible augmetics, but still clutched in one near-skeletal hand is a bespoke las pistol with a set of fine-quality optics. A piece of craftsmanship such as this will make an excellent example for the mission's artificers. Yeah, we've got a fancy pistol. So we're at 0, so I'll just start coming down and fighting through this and build that up a bit. Okay. Right, I don't remember what that is. That's minus CP, and that's healing? I think that's healing. Shall we try? I don't mind if I take a bit of damage, so I'm going to test. Let's look at what the alien is here with its 3 eyes. We gave them initiative. Good. Well, now we know forever. Never use the alien again. They're now get to go first. I'm happy to let them just charge into here. I'm doing the battles quickly because once there's only 1 left, I can then gauge how much of the tomb I can explore and remain at 0% awakening. Okay, no problem. There's usually at least one of those, so yeah. They're all going to go first, bear in mind. The flayed ones are less of a concern because I can just deploy where they can't really reach me back here, but we're going to get shot by the Destroyer and the Immortal. So it's really a question of who I want to get shot, which of course should be you with all of your many wonderful armors. Everyone else just stack up back here. Mechanicus at the back because you're the most fragile. Then we'll use you as a bit of you on that side. Tauf there. Let's do that. Mechanicus. Yeah, they're not going to target anyone I don't want them to target. Shall I put the Vanguard down as well? I may as well. Here we go. Oh, we can take lots of shots with that now. 3 energy armor. So unless we... Oh, it's one of the old style. Damage absorbed. So, yeah, the fact we absorb all the damage is nice, but it just reduced all of our movement, which is way more of a hassle than if it was just targeting one guy doing some damage. That's really unlucky. Oh, he gets both his activations. Okay, so if you weren't tanky, that would be a severe problem. He'd have a good chance of one-hit killing you. Okay, Mechanicus could do his party trick now. Come over here. Or should I just save you for the end to come do the scan? Yeah, I'll just reserve you for the end. The upside to the enemy having the initiative is that I now get to go uninterrupted, which is kind of the same as... I like them having initiative almost as much as us having initiative, because it just means all of it's lumped on one side. You can disregard the enemy's turns. Mechanicus has all the CP he needs to operate, so I could use you now. Again, I'm going to reserve you, because it's better for Jeremiah to go to scan stuff and show me what I'm dealing with. You've got your flamethrower. Same idea. I'll have Jeremiah go first. Okay. Do me a big favour and go on a big scanning mission. Just tell me what everyone's got. Physical armour. So that's a good laser beam target there, perhaps. And then run this way. In fact, don't do that, because I can fill the gauge without wasting the in-map resources. Can I actually get through here? No, I think you've annoyingly blocked the exit. So what I'll do, the flamethrowers are definitely enough to kill the flayed one, so I'll use that to get through. I don't actually want to hit the terminal, annoyingly. So I'll have to stand in such a way that I can hit them all without hitting it. There we go. Oh, that's fine. There's no damage symbol there. Down, down, down. Oh, great. And now they're just going to sit in the way, so I still can't have to attack them again. Well, it depends what armor type you have. Oh, good. So that it is worth taking the shot to kill you. May as well. They're going to have to stand back to not shoot the terminal, please. No, again. Come on, like so. That gets them out of the way and you down. I may as well go scan you. 7 HP. Come to here. I could use the mechadendrites first, but after this happens, I'm just going to press the fill the gauge button, so who cares? I believe I've scanned everything except you, so I might as well reveal stats. It's going to be 7 HP. Yep. Good, now I know what everything has, so I know what I'm dealing with. The Vanguard, doing 6 to 8, you may very well assassinate one of these. So I'll have you stand here. It would be fantastic if you could kill both of these for me. Oh, we got a 66% chance. Oh yeah, good shot. And again, another 66%. Yeah, okay, you're unlikely. 2 66% I think are against you in terms of odds, so that's reasonable. Right, well you can easily pick off that one and then kill this one as well. Just leaves us with Tiny here. Do I even have to waste? I don't even have to use any abilities. And they can easily be fixed by those. Now you can go and heal the only one who took... Actually, did anyone else take damage? I think every single one of us, because of our energy armor, damage absorbed the AoE. So it's just Leonardus who took a scratch. And I could waste time. Just do this, we might as well. I've got so much CP around, it doesn't matter. It's just 4 to 6 for free. Take 6. And then what Sanctus canister him for more damage. I don't need it between these two. It's pretty trivial doing 14 damage to a destroyer. Oriokus goes. Yeah. Just fire regular guns. I don't need to do anything fancy. Let's do this quick. Faster, faster, faster. And Leonardus stands here, fires a big laser beam to kill it. Done in record time. There's an insane number of criticals there. I don't know if we were just incredibly lucky. This is the benefit and the curse of leaving these missions for so long. By the time you get back to them, they are somewhat trivial. Could this be one of the places the settlers breached? It could be worth examining. Maybe the remains are close by. The remains of some badly corroded mining equipment, evidently of human origin, lie beside a filled-in breach in the wall and ceiling of this passageway. Examine. Search the area for signs of the settlers' activities. Excavate. Dig out the excavated areas to look for clues. Exploit. Loot the mining equipment for any useful components. That will probably be blacks. Well, maybe not. Should we just be nice and conservative and just examine it? It usually goes well. Oh, that was the Blackstone one. Good, we got lucky. The court finds a couple of partial skeletons lodged in a vent. They must have been settlers who, shortly after breaching the tomb, were confronted with something that made them hide in this confined and deadly place from which they never emerged. The horrors they experienced are vividly illustrated. Okay, so there's only one objective left to do now, which is that one. So, realistically, there's probably a terminal in there, and then you get -3, so I could easily stop at an extra point. And get probably best served by glyphs, because they're more guaranteed value. I can't anticipate what we get from random events, but the glyphs are usually good if I know what I'm pressing on. Yeah, I think that's black. That's -CP. That hurts you, the poison chalice. So that one is the positive one. Okay, it's CP. That was a bit pointless. Worth a try. You might get Blackstone or even one of the STC fragment ones. We'll make our way back over here. Around the long way so we don't waste time with this. Hello. Yeah, same deal. There's at least one. Oh, I see at least two. Okay, well then this is trivial. Initiative-wise, I think it was... Yeah, it's reset, so it's all going in. The flayed ones will all shuffle around. Basically a non-concern. I'll just deploy at the back so they can't quite reach me in the first turn. You're the tankiest, so you go there. Who's this? That's Leonardus. Tauth goes here. I may as well put down this as well. This is great AoE fodder. Okay, Menaris waits because they might... Just leaving him to the end is always appreciated. Actually, there's no... Wait, is there nothing but flayed ones? I can't see any large... Flayed one, flayed one, flayed one, flayed one, flayed one. Oh, where's all the big guys with holding all the Blackstone? This is terrible. Fine. One of them got to melee me. Doing nothing. Brilliant work. Okay, well, Oriochus now goes. I guess I can reinforce over the wall. I can't actually move, so I should move someone else first. Yeah, you. You'll get attack of opportunity, which is cute. I guess I could laser beam. I could use all the bells and whistles here and fire all my guns. That would cost me 2 for the first one and 4 for the second, so that's 6 at least. Assuming as I don't Mechadendrite. So you can laser beam these 3 and then flamethrower. I guess you'd come to here and then flamethrower all of that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I need to let him hit me first. Ow. Oh, he crit me, so he actually did damage. Aren't you lucky? And then, yeah, all 3 of them will die. It does, what, 9 to 11 base, so you don't need to use any of the bells and whistles. Delete flayed one. May as well fill the gauge. I'll come over here, scan that. I'll let them attack of opportunity me. I really don't care. Even if they all crit, I'll survive and just feel heal with Menarius later. Yeah, step away. Yes, you can hit me again. Horrendous, however will I survive? Wow, look at the range. Look at that ridiculous range because of all the stacked buffs from his... I don't know if you can see them. +4 range for range weapons from that. And I don't think the other one's showing, but there's other modifiers in as well. So it's up to 13, or basically half the entire field with that flamethrower. So yeah, just the only thing stopping you is terrain. Yeah, we'll just do this and clean all those up. I do 5 to 7 only, which isn't quite enough, so I'm going to use one of these. That'll kill that. It's now a minimum of 7, and as we've seen, these poor flayed ones only have 7 each, so that's fatal. Can I do that and just hit? Yeah, I'll pick up the extra CP. Great. Oh, he's still standing. He had 8, did he? Well, I have no means I could do 1 HP damage to this and kill him. Yeah, he had 1 left. I thought so. Okay, so that's most of everything dead. They've got 4 flayed ones here and that to do. Remember, I want Mechanicus to have a turn so he can heal us. So, can I get through here? I don't want to touch that. I want to leave that on the field. So it's free CP at the end. Yep. It's 3 free CP. Haha. Laughing at my own jokes. No one else is gonna... Someone's gonna have to. Good. So, well, in theory, I think he could actually kill all of this on his own, but I'll just have him kill these 2. Which one hasn't moved yet? That one. Good. You're a good target. Great. Just these now. The Vanguard, I guess, can kill one of them for me at least. And then get out of the way. So you can just skip your turn. Tauth, you skip your turn to get to Mechanicus, to heal everyone. There you go. Whoever it was across the map who took a bit of damage. Leonardus. And then walk forward and kill the last very lonely flayed one. Deep. Oh, I missed one. I know. It just took a second for the X to kick in. I mean, you get... Realistically, you can complete these missions with 3 of my tech priests and be fine. Like, if you wanted to not be perfect runs, you could probably do it with 2. You just use Jeremiah and not engage anything in combat and do it in only 1. CP might become a bit of a hassle. So we're at 0. So realistically, I think I can stop at another point and do this, and that'll get me to 4. So if I complete it in 1 round, it's still 4, and if there's any consoles inside, it's even less. See, I'm willing to walk through and just take an extra random event. I can't get to the glyph, which is what I would do. It's worth a try. Watch as we now get negative awakening level, just to spite me. The chamber appears to have only recently been reconnected to the network of passageways linking the areas of the tomb. It seems to have been used as a shelter by some of the settlers, who evidently became separated from the main group and barricaded themselves in here to die. A few mouldering skeletons still remain. Psychology, search for records of the settlers made of their fate. Economics, search the remains for anything of value. Science, search for clues as to how they died. Well, Ro's a quartermaster, therefore we're more interested in numbers, so this is an economics game. There you go. The world's run by statisticians. One skull contains an intact data augmentation with a rare and highly advanced form of data medium chip. This is of considerable value and illustrates how the Adeptus Mechanicus can constantly fight to keep such superior technology from being completely lost. There you go, a bit of free extra blackstone. Half of scanning a single terminal in one of these battles, but we won't scoff at it. And now we'll make it to the objective because we don't need these. If I was greedy, would I try that as well and still think I can get to 0? Probably I could. I would probably do so, but we don't need to. We're rolling in resources as is. So if we add 2 to whatever our final value is, we can gauge whether or not our conservatism was necessary. There's at least 1 terminal, so that basically... And there's 2, 3... Okay, there's a load of terminals. We're being told to scan and destroy, so if I put one of my guys directly on the point, that instantly happens without me having to do anything. And we'll just line up the boys. Are there any annoying big ones? I can't tell, so just to be safe, what I'll do is I'll put the hyper tank in front. Mechanicus can stand here and scan it. And then Jeremiah on the side because he's quick. There's at least a Praetorian there we can see. Can't make out. There's another Praetorian there. Oh, we're going to be told to run over eventually, I see. Okay, who else is back here? Tauth, just in the middle. Leonardus, take a step back as well. And level 3 Vanguard. And what now? We're going to be told to do that again, are we? Yes. I'm confident to scan all 3 of them because that's not going to end the mission. So Tauth goes. Should I just have Tauth destroy this? I've got multiple turns. I don't have to do it all in one go. So let's not be so scared I reserve him to the end anymore. Just I think he reveals statistics on touching, so I can just have him do all of that for me. How do I want to do that? I guess I could scan these now and scan everyone, and that reveals that and shows me what I have to do with the rest of the guys. So let's quickly destroy this. Problem solve that. If I was going to swing the axe, I should have swung the axe first because it might have just crit it anyway. See what all of you've got. I'm no longer concerned about saving CP, so I can touch this. Your stats over here. Energy armor, good to know. Okay. Hello everyone, and it's escape. So we've got all the time in the world to kill everyone, get it to full HP and walk out. Can I do it in one turn? Well, if I ran him up, quite possibly yes. I suspect I have the damage output to wipe out all of this and be free. The downside is they would get turns, which means they get to do damage. So it's kind of silly. Why would I force myself to do it as hard as possible? Just hit the big target here. I'll sank this canister someone. Movement, crit, and pure damage. I usually put it on Leonardus, which I still think is the way to go. That's Jeremiah. I think that's the little gun. That's not you. It's that one. You can tell from the armor. I should be looking at the armor pips to decide. And then I kind of want to move out the way because as it stands, good odds of me getting in the way of some great AoE attacks. I'm going to stand in this corner. Hey, I'm definitely not in the way anymore. Oriokus goes. Well, I could put my reinforcement down and immediately kill all of this. Yeah, energy armor, so the robot can go right there and just flamethrow everything. Let's reinforce. Uno Castellan Roboto with a bit of distance because it makes the arc for the easier to hit with the flamer, so about there. I've got loads of CP, so we'll do this. Annihilate all of that for me. Great. And then Canticle. Physical damage, because that's what the flamethrower does. We'll bless our priests. Bless our troops. Press all the buttons. Great. And then I can even give him more damage. There you go. I've maxed him out. So I just go destroy one of these and go grab some CP. That won't waste. That only uses his bless, which is fine. But don't use the... I can't use the axe because unfortunately that would mean I then end up wasting the extra physical damage. So yeah, just go scan the CP and then let him hit you. I know you'll take damage, but I intend to play another turn so I can heal it. Yeah, attack opportunity, whatever. So after all of that, I still have 6 CP. Okay, I can even fire this gun. I mean, I may as well. No, let's save it, because then I can then use this later. I'll leave it all to the robot. Mark target? That would trigger both of them, but then it... Wow, he takes 47. But then how does his mark target work? Is it a flamethrower that then doesn't do any AoE? It only targets one thing. I could test it now, but I really want to show off. I'll do it next turn, because I can still have it and use it on something else. But I want to use all the buffs this turn. I can experiment in the next round. Big robots doing 28 damage guaranteed because it's 100% crit. So you're all dead. Like that. It does destroy both, which is a bit of a shame because it wastes some, but I'm not going to spend here. I'm not going to be 5 turns in this battle, so that's fine. Farewell, Necrons. Whoosh. Oh yeah, and the crits mean he farms the CP for us as well. That's a good point. Usually they don't. You have to waste another attack, but it actually just gets them out of the way. Then, I don't know, stand there and look pretty. Can I do this now in case anyone shoots you? He's going to come over and whack you, so yeah, might as well make myself tougher. Nails hard. I look like I never really gave him a chance. They're a bit too big. Castellan robots are. Chunky fellows. I think there's actually a... They obviously abhor... Oh, you can do both attacks! Oh, I thought it was one use only. You move into range. I see. I thought it was you have to do something else. So, crushing blow. You go hit something. So let's say, for instance, I went and punched you. I'm going to test this now. I can kill the immortal before it has a chance to threaten me, so I'll do this. So I'll have the chance. Go hit him. Doing whatever damage, and then apparently it triggers an opportunity attack somehow. Leonardus, if you want to kind of need to scan one of these. I can only look at one of their stats. I just go over here and kill these. Yeah, makes more sense. Scan that one. Energy armor, you're getting flamethrowered. This preposterous ultimate range flamethrower. The game bizarrely, it doesn't... So currently it thinks I'm only in range to do the laser beam because it doesn't factor in the range potential for this. The only limiting factor again being terrain. Otherwise I could just hit everything. 9 to 11 is pretty good, but it's not quite lethal, so... Yeah, solved. Didn't bother doing anything else. Can you use Sanctus canisters on troops? No, they're tech priests only. Fair enough. Okay, well then just give one to Jeremiah. We're not ending this turn, so don't worry about it. I could actually come over here and laser beam him. It's not quite lethal, but I can do good damage. I'm gonna run to the exit with you, just so you're stood there in the right spot. Then Jeremiah goes and I fill the gauge anyway, so don't worry about it. So I've got 5, so I could bless and still have enough to shoot, yes. Oh, no, I can't angle it. I can stand there and angle it and still be in the zone. No, the game has lied to me. It said that was a legal hit. Now I have to waste the CP to shoot it, so it's not worth it. Oh, whatever. Can't really... Oh. Oh, it does. That's how it works. Good. So he gets an attack, and then he gets to attack again. Good test. All right. I'll have you come over here and kill this. I'm going to leave that flayed one alive so I can command fire him next turn and do my little test. I don't really care what he's got left on him. Well, I haven't actually attacked this one yet, so he's probably healthy. Less so in a moment. Burn, baby, burn. And yeah, can't even swing the axe. Stand there. You go and just run to... Well, no, you don't need to do anything. Run to the end. I don't want you shooting or attacking anything. I want to command fire that in a second. Okay, you're done. New round. 1 pip. Alright, Menarius can full heal everyone, because I think Oriochus somehow took a point of damage. Make sure I have the CP I need, do that. And run to here. Now, is he close enough to actually use the command fire ability is the question. If not, what I might have to do is... Well, I can test it in a second, can't I? Two HP remaining. Okay, Oriochus. Now, annoyingly, I can't... I'm going to have to gamble here. The safest way to guarantee my test is to move him forward first to about there. So I'll reserve you. Because I obviously still get to act this turn. That'll allow him to move, which is a hassle. He might get somewhere annoying. If I rush up here and command fire and it's not in reach, I then can't move him forward enough to use it. I don't know if that's going to work. But if I reserve, that allows him to move before I get to go again and use it. So I'd have to put him there. He'll run forward to about there. Command fire might end up hitting me and doing damage, which is a real hassle. No, sorry, I want to see. Let's let it run up and hit me. I want the test. So you to make sure you absolutely have the best odds of hitting it when it runs forward. I'm going to get right up to the end here. But not give a little bit of distance so I can actually fit through with. How many shots of that? It takes 3 rounds to charge the machine spirit. I could do that just to move you out of the way. Means nothing, but fine. Yeah. Come forward. And even... Oh. He killed himself. Never mind. The whole thing was a complete waste of time. Right. Well, come to the end, guys. Just need you two back here now. You're already in the zone. You're good. Right, Oriochus, up you pop. Anything but a silly flayed one that doesn't have any survival instinct. But I suspect, because we've seen AoE attacks using command fire before, they seem to lose all of their AoE properties and just hit the one thing. Maybe as a form of balance. Mission complete. The mass of mummified, tangled corpses is a horrific sight, but carries a paradoxical hope with it, as the tech priest finds several intact bionics and minor items of Heretek among the bodies. Several examples of lost augmetic techniques recovered. The ferrosurgeons will make great use of them. And I allow myself satisfaction and pride that our endeavours were successful. Returning such technology to the Adeptus Mechanicus is a sacred act if it brings the galaxy closer to the Omnissiah's vision. Also replaces lost limbs, eyes on wounded Skitarii. Return to battle, fight on, kill and die for the machine god. Cycle continues. This is as it must be. Not really concerned with people or morale, Ro. It's all physical matter. Yeah, these are the lower tier immortals. That's why they still had the AoE guns and not the big one-shot damage. That's how long I left this mission for. It's got enemies so weak they don't pose a threat. They're just annoying. There's an upgraded axe, which is nice, and a bit of blackstone. O and 1 pip. The double sacred omniscient O has been foiled. How dare you? Okay, so 2,000 again. Still rolling in blackstone. I very much should be upgrading Tauth because he's falling behind. And I think I can get all the way down to here now. So machine spirit damage, you know, not that it ever triggers. And then again, armor piece. Head is 2 HP, 1 physical armor. Versus your head, which is... I think I prefer that. It's the only NG armor I've got. And that's 1 physical damage for the arm versus HP and dodge chance. Well, I lose a lot of physical attack, so it kind of makes sense. I don't know if it actually applies to ranged weapons, but it's nice to have. Okay, and then I've still got enough to do the one that really matters. There we go. We have our free CP3 upgrade, and I've got 3 slots to play with, so... Should I now commit to swapping him over to flamethrowers like Jeremiah, or should I do this first now that I've upgraded the... I made these CP cheaper so he can use them efficiently, and then just use his normal guns. Only leaves me with 1 slot. In theory, I can still do this anyway, because these are 1 slot armaments, and I've got 1 left over for the big axe. Yeah, like that. I don't see any reason not to. If you compare him to Jeremiah, isn't that basically the exact same build now? Yes, for all intents and purposes, I've made an exact copy. It's kind of what I wanted, except Jeremiah doesn't have the upgraded axe. So for a brief shining moment, Talth actually was ahead of you, but there you go, now you're fully upgraded as well. The last 2 slots will be upgrades for these or these when I get them. Currently, my run around and generate CP guys are done. You need 1 more level for the Traveller, which doesn't help us, sadly. Yeah, otherwise he'd go up to 3 and 2 if it was applying, and it clearly isn't. Okay, well, if I know it doesn't work, then I should probably just stop in that case, because it's a waste of levels, and I look at one of the other trees. Okay, who's the lowest level now? 17 and Menarius. What can I do with Menarius? Ranged weapons, I don't really care. Or I could give that to my flamethrower guys, because then the flamethrowers have incredible range. That's a great first tier choice, increasing range. And then that, unless you want to become a Secutor, that's a bit pointless. That's not great either. So just give him that so he can shoot further. Or shall I start going down here? Making an attack, the unit loses 1 HP. I guess I could use that, because I can just full heal everyone every time he activates anyway. Yeah, just give him more permanent damage. And heal at the end of this turn, he always heals. Well, I lose 1, but then remember, I think I auto-regenerate 1 at the end of turn because of this. So it depends. Yeah, so you can attack once and then guarantee go back to full without doing anything. And at the start of your next turn, you also regenerate 1 as well. So that's a fine upgrade for you. Leaves me with 98, which is still enough to use troops that I want to summon. And you've got a spare pip for something. Shall I upgrade his guns? That's embarrassingly weak at this point. He doesn't generate any... Well, he does generate... Oh, that's what I haven't done. Oh, no, these are tier 2. I was confused by that symbol. Swap that out for another claw. Not that I need the healing. Yeah, bigger gun, please. Something... I kind of struggle for mid-tier guns, because I've got tiny ones, which you can just do chip, and then I've got massive ones down here that are a bit too strong. I like this because it's effective against all targets. Upgrade for this, maybe another kind of arc pistol. Use the arc rifle instead. What's something that costs 1 CP to shoot? 1 CP guns are annoyingly rare, is what I'm realizing. 2 for a flamethrower. Not interested. Maybe I'll just save it for when I get upgrades for the tech pieces. I don't need to save it. I can just use them now and then slot something out. Keeping the claw is just flatly non-optional. Put another one in. Gotta be a gun. I've got 2 slots. That costs 3. The flamer's 1. That's far too expensive to shoot. That costs 2 and it's 3 CP, so I could use that. And he also... Yeah. He already does the whole scan people he runs by, so that's fine. So you're predominantly an energy damage dealer. Because I have a lot of physical between... Talth, Jeremiah, and the Castellan robot. So energy damage is now usually the purview of Leonardus. So having somebody else who can actually contribute against hard physical targets is a decent idea. So I'm fine with that setup. I can only cognition freedom 1 of these, which will be that one usually. So it costs 3 CP to shoot his armaments. It's a bit CP negative, but I don't need too much to spare. You have loads left over for tool upgrades when they become a thing. Don't think there isn't a higher tier of Incendiing Combustor. That's as good as I can do. I just won't part with it. And I can't do any other levels, so we are done. Excellent. Right, oh no, you know what I haven't done? Double 2 seconds. The axe upgrade. So you've got yours. You've got yours. Is anyone else using... You're using a little one. I cannot swap that out for the big one because I used it there already, and I think that's better. I can just put in an extra point and do that later, but we won't swap that out. You don't have one, of course, and you haven't upgraded because your axe, I would argue, is less important than the others. You're more just the buff guys. So yeah, if I get spare slots later, which I don't really intend to do unless I did save that one for just to be cheeky. No, I don't feel the need to exchange that, really. No, we'll leave that. Okay, so just my true physical damage dealers get the axe upgrade. Right, now we'll stop. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, do please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons. It does help out the channel, spread the videos around, and I do appreciate it. If you have any notes on the run, so any builds you want to see, or any ideas for other 40K games you'd like to see on the channel, do please let me know. Or if you just want to chat with me and others down in the comments, that's great too. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.